Hi there, this is Mike. So I want you to stay till the end of this video, and I'm going to show you how you can make $1,000. I'm just filling a tackle box from Walmart with Timberline locks. Okay, Timberline. You buy them from your supplier, and these are killer locks. This brand is wonderful. I run across this everywhere I go. It's core removable Timberline lock. It's so cool. So you need a core key. And you locksmiths know what I'm talking about. So stay to the end. I'll show you how you can use this Timberline brand to your advantage by replacing it with an electronic lock. Okay? Without no effort. You pull out the core and you replace it with electronic lock. So stay till the end. I show you how you install these locks in facilities all over. Okay, banks, offices, hospitals. Okay, hospitals. Got to be super clean, no dust. But hospitals, I work 90% of my time in hospitals, okay? And sell them all the Timberline locks because they will love you for it. And put it in a tackle box. It doesn't get easier than this. So stay till the end. Welcome back, everybody. This is Mike with Door and Lock Tips, and I'm going to show you how to install a Timberline lock. I do majority of my work in hospitals, if you haven't kind of gathered that by now. And I put together a case that I use when I run into Timberline locks, which are made by Compex. Well, Compex actually owns them. But there's such a vast amount of these locks used in hospitals and all over the country, right? All kinds of institutions. So just go down to your local supplier and buy everything involved in Timberlines. You know, buy all their locks, which are pretty cool, right? And then mark them real well, because they have all these removable cores, which are so nice. You know, the core removes. Look at this. It pulls out of the lock. So I'm going to install this little jewel on the side, inside of a demo little desk that I'm using. And then later I'm going to replace the lock that goes in this. This is going to be one of these little cores, slide in here, right? And I'm going to replace it with an electronic cabinet lock. The only one of its kind that really, when you pull out these locks that you're going to run into all over the country, you need to put in electronic cabinet locks, because these key locks are just gone. I mean, they're seriously not being used other than, you know, small little mom and pop places. So you need an electronic cabinet lock that all you do is pull the core out and slide the lock over the surface, and you have an electronic cabinet lock. And I'll show you that in a future video. But tonight, I'm going to have a little fun, and I'm going to install this lock on a demo desk, and you guys are going to love it. No, I almost forgot. So this case, I went down to Walmart and just bought this case. It's for fishing tackle. So you guys, you locksmiths that like to fish, you might have about 10 of these laying around. They work great for cabinet locks, so I've got all the baby parts and pieces in here, including, you know, any drill fasteners that you're going to run into. And also, you know, you have to key these things because they are keyed locks. So you need your handy dandy little pile of expensive keys laying around that you buy from your supplier. And you're going to have all your you know, little Timberline keys. And then you need your pinning kit. It's laying in there right there. So I've got like 5 of those pinning kits. You need them everywhere, right? So if you're a locksmith, if one's good, 5's better. And then you have this. You just take into your hospital or whatever institution, and they will think you are a locksmith genius. And all you did was think ahead. You got to think ahead. You haul this in. You got it all there. You just need a couple of electric drills, and you're good to go. So now I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna put this lock on this little demo desk. So here's this setup for putting in this killer little Compex Timberline lock. It doesn't take much, guys, so just get used to having a lot of cases all in some boxes, tool boxes, and carry them in on your Rubbermaid rolling cart, and you can make some big bucks in hospitals. So I'll show you how I put it on this little demo beautiful desk. All right, I'm going to go ahead and lay this little beautiful, actually easy to use Timberline lock on this drawer. Now I know I have a bunch of other drawers or locks, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and just install this on the inside just because this is a demo, okay? And I'm going to put electronic lock eventually right here. I always try to lay these locks out about 1.5 inches in from the edge. And I'm going to use, I think, a vertical electronic lock. And I'll have the barrel of the lock probably at the top of the lock. But for now, this is where I'm going to drill. 1.5 inches in. So I go ahead and shoot a little pilot hole right here. I always try to drill both sides on oak and meet in the middle so that I don't get any blowout on the inside. The cool thing about this lock is it has a cap on the inside that covers this beautiful little drill hole you just made. And when you push that bad boy on it, it covers up this cut. So if you were kind of rough and you were on another lock, I always take a magic marker, you know, permanent magic marker. Try not to go out. I'll wipe that off. And I get the inside. So if you're putting in an Olympus lock, you're going to not have these little cover rings. So if you use a marker like, you know, a brown marker, it really makes for a nice install when you put the lock. So if you were working in a hospital and I did all that drilling, you have to have a vacuum right underneath every bit of your drilling. Otherwise, what will happen is the head nurse or the engineering department will come by and kick you out of the hospital. You can't, zero dust. Okay, zero dust. It has to be a HEPA filter vacuum. So I use a little FESP HEPA filter vacuum. I always use 3/4 inch screw fasteners if I can help it to fasten the locks in. You can get these from Ace Hardware. They're a number 6. They're sheet metal screw of all things, but you get all thread. It's a great little screw. The lock's installed. Now I'm just going to insert the little cylinder. This is such a cool little thing. Now I'm going to lubricate this so it's nice and good. I lubricated the inside of this with Triflow. Great idea. Now this particular key is a TA. So you have to use a change key tool that's TA. So if you're going to buy these little Compex Timberline stuff, right, you have to have their change key for this, which is normal for a plug, right? You're going to pull the plug. So just follow their directions. We insert a key into this little lock down there that I have installed, and there's little ears inside there. You just pry them open, and then you turn the cylinder just like they ask, and all is good. So we're going to install that now. So what I do now is I just take a pencil and I put it over the top of the lock and I slide the drawer just back and forth, and I get a pencil mark at the top of the lock. And I know my little strike needs to go on the drawer in that location. All right, we have success. So I put a little Compex latch strike. This is just a 1/4 inch one. You can use 1/2 inch, but 1/2 inch gets too close to the inside here. And look at there. Nice. And I'll show you next time in a future video how I put in an electronic cabinet lock. By taking this plug out and putting it right in place, I won't have to mess with the latch strike or the lock mechanism. I just put that lock in immediately. So that'll be in a future video. Here's the lock all installed. It's a beauty, simple to operate. Everybody loves it. You have to lubricate that little core or you're going to have problems. But it slides in nicely with that little core key. Here's the back of the lock inside the cabinet. It clears that drawer nicely, engages the latch strike beautifully, and everybody is happy. But honestly, the days of keys are over. You'll see. Hey guys, I'm glad you stayed till the end because you know the end always has the best stuff in it. So I just installed that beautiful little Complex Timberline little core lock, right? And it's a great little lock. Now you're going to find these locks all through hospitals and offices, banks. You're going to find this everywhere. So wherever you see office furniture, you're going to probably find this Timberline. I mean, it really rocks. You know, they have it in gang drawers, you know, where you have this work with all the different top and bottom drawer. And what the office people do is they lock their purses up in the bottom drawer. So instead of leaving just their items in a locker, which they should do, there'll be these purses or valuables, whatever, or files, big files in these bottom drawers, right, of a desk. So they have to lock it up. So they use these nice little brands. Now I was looking. There are other brands. Knoll Steel Case, we know that brand. That's huge up Michigan way. Herman Miller, Utility Cam Lock. I don't think I've run into that one. Hayworth, seen that. Hahn, you see that everywhere. Okay, Hahn's a big brand. Now, if you're a locksmith and you want to make big bucks, just put in cabinet locks. Specialize in cabinet locks. I'm telling you guys, I do 80%, 90% of my work. Now, I have all the fields, right, of locksmithing. But if you want to make some money, just put in cabinet locks. And when you run across these locks, these little core removable locks, you can put in electronic cabinet locks. Because the days of keys are yesterday. I mean, this is really a nuisance to most offices. You start, okay, when they have me come in a brand new facility, I have to gather up all the keys on every wing. You know how many keys I have? I have bags full of them. And I bring them to like the nurse manager or somebody in a facility and office, and they go, "What are we going to do with these?" And I go, "I don't know. Here you go." You know, because we're turning the building over. And they are sick that they have these keyed locks. So this particular brand, Micro IQ, they have direct core replacement. You can put in push button locks. Don't mess around with keys. I know I just did that one, but I want to show you how easy it is to put in these locks. I do love this little brand. I mean, it's solid and great. So you run across it and just say, for a trade up, right? Just say, "Hey, do you want an electronic cabinet lock?" And they'll go, "Oh, you got to drill another hole?" Say, "No, I can just put this lock in place of it." So in a future video, I'm going to show you how I can replace that little Timberline, beautiful little Timberline complex lock, pull the core out, and put a electronic lock in place of it in next to nothing time. Okay, another little screw at the tail of this lock. So please stay tuned. Hey, hang on to my channel, will you? Tell your friends, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll have more lock and door tips like this in the future. And guess what? If you sell them a whole case like this, the maintenance guys, which I did do many times, I just fill them up. I go down to Walmart and I buy every lock that Timberline has, right? because the maintenance guys don't have a clue. And I sell them for $1,000. Okay, all these locks in a little tackle box, right? So keep thinking like that, guys. And I'll have more tips like this coming in the future for you. So stay tuned to my channel. Tell your friends. Thank you for staying to the end, guys.